Bitzi, Mitzi of Krumpetville. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi was very, very small. She was the smallest person in Krumpetville. She was so small that she always wore bright red clothes to make sure that everyone would see her and so that no one would accidentally step on her. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi was much too small to live in a regular-sized house. So she searched and searched for a home that would fit her. Soon, Itzi found the perfect place to live, a mouse hole. One day, when Itzi Bitzi Mitzi went shopping for furniture, she realized that everything was too big. As she was walking home, she discovered just the right thing in the front window of a toy store. It was dollhouse furniture. There were tiny little tables and chairs and sofas, and even a tiny little bed, just the right size for Itzi Bitzi Mitzi. Itzi had a lot of friends, but her very best friends were the 3 little ladybugs. Itzi and her friends especially looked forward to the end of the day when they all gathered together for songs, stories, and dinner. There were some very good things about being so tiny. Can you imagine how Itzi Bitzi Mitzi stayed dry whenever it rained? Why, she simply ran under the nearest mushroom and used it as an umbrella. And when it was very hot and sunny outside, Itzi Bitzi Mitzi wandered about until she found a pretty daisy to sit under. The wind moved the flowers softly and made them wave in the breeze. The petals acted like a fan over Itzi Bitzi Mitzi's head, and she was always cool and comfortable. Crumpets of all shapes and sizes played with Itzi Bitzi Mitzi. She played jump rope with the mice and tag with the ladybugs. But can you guess what Itzi Bitzi Mitzi's very favorite game was? Trunk toss. She played this game by climbing all the way to the top of Zaffy Elephant's body and sliding down to the tip of his trunk. Then Zaffy Elephant would toss her gently through the air to Taffy Elephant, who would catch her with his trunk. After landing softly on Taffy's trunk, the elephants and Itzi would all have a good long laugh, and then do it all over again. When Itzi Bitzi Mitzi played this game, she felt like a bird flying from one elephant to another. But, like a lot of people, Itzi Bitzi Mitzi was not always happy with the way she was. Though there were very nice things about being small, there were also many problems. Can you imagine some of the problems Itzi Bitzi Mitzi had because she was so small? For one thing, Poor Itsy Bitsy Mitzi's neck always hurt because she had to look up at everything around her. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi could never get a drink from a water fountain because she was just too small. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi could never open doors to people's homes because she could not reach the doorknobs. But most of all, Itsy Bitsy Mitzi did not like having people pick her up all the time. Just to be able to hear her speak or to talk to her. One day, Itsy Bitsy Mitzi met Magic Jack. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi said, "Magic Jack, could you please do a magic trick to make me big?" Magic Jack said, "Oh, sure, that's an easy trick." He took his magic wand and slowly said, "Bigness, bigness, trigger, bigger." And all of a sudden, Itsy Bitsy Mitzi grew and grew until she became a very big person. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi shouted with joy, "I'm big. I'm not small anymore. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Magic Jack." Itsy Bitsy Mitzi was very excited, and she ran to her house to tell all her friends. But what do you think happened? Itsy Bitsy Mitzi couldn't fit into her mouse hole anymore. She said, "Oh, well, that's all right. I guess I'll just find another house. But I wonder, where are all my friends? I want to show them how big I've grown." Suddenly, she remembered that today was one of the most exciting days of the year. The annual Krumpetville boat race was taking place. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi hurried to the lake shore to look for her friends. She saw a crowd of people around the lake. Some of Itzy's friends were racing in shell boats, and others were cheering them on. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi found her own snail shell boat. But what do you think happened? Itsy Bitsy Mitzi didn't fit into her boat anymore. And when she tried to sit in it, she broke it completely to pieces. Suddenly, it started to rain. All the boats came quickly to shore, and the race ended. Everyone was getting wet. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi looked for the nearest mushroom to use as an umbrella. But what do you think happened? The mushroom could only keep Itsy Bitsy Mitzi's toes dry. She was much too big to fit under a mushroom anymore. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi ran to find Barco, her little dog friend. She and Barco had often huddled together in his doghouse during rainstorms. What do you think happened when Itzi arrived at Barco's home? Itsy Bitsy Mitzi couldn't fit into his little doghouse anymore. Itsy Bitsy Mitzi became very sad. She only wanted to show her friends how big she was, but then everything seemed to happen to her. She couldn't get into her mouse hole. She couldn't find her friends. She broke her snail shell boat. she couldn't huddle with her dog friend. And now she was just getting wetter and wetter. As Itzi ran along, she stumbled on a rock and fell into a puddle. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi started to cry. Maybe being small wasn't so bad after all, she thought. But it was too late now, wasn't it? Magic Jack had made her big forever. She rubbed a tear from her eye, and all of a sudden she sat straight up. She was in bed. But how did she get in bed? Water from a leaky pipe was dripping on her little head, and suddenly Itzi Bitzi Mitzi was small again. What was going on? How did Itzi get small again? Then it all began to make sense. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi had taken her afternoon nap, and she had been dreaming. Magic Jack and being small were all part of her dream. She was never really big at all. She was still small. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi was so happy. She laughed and yelled, "I'm small, I'm small. Oh, I'm so happy to be small." She ran to her mouse hole door and yelled to all her friends, "I'm awake now, and I love being small and tiny, and I love my mouse hole, and I love Barco's house, and I love everyone in Krumpetville. Let's all play together." From that day on, Itzi Bitzi Mitzi had more fun than ever. She only thought about the good things that happened to her because she was small, and she never thought about the problems. And never again did Itzi Bitzi Mitzi wish to be something different than she already was. Itzi Bitzi Mitzi had learned that it's wonderful to be just the way you are.